tryna turn into me. Blinded by the jealousy, plotting on my recipe, but still I'm undefeated. I can't let that get the best of me. Run and tell them I'ma set it off. Since a youngin' I've been going hard. I'ma get rich or die, try and swear to God. Run and tell them I'ma set it all off. I'm all in, I'm yelling, I'm all in. Hardest out, but a nigga going in. This the only 7 nation under God. Run and tell them niggas I'ma set it all off. Go so hard you won't believe it.
It's in the building. Shout out to everyone tuning to In the House Talk Show. Welcome, I'm Lady Merc in the house. We also have 7 City.
Yeah, let's get it.
For Mogul only brand. I know y'all been seeing it everywhere. It's been screaming all through my timeline. Thank you. Far too kind for coming on the In the House. How y'all feeling, man? I know you excited. How you feeling, Marcus?
Awesome.
You.
What?
Awesome.
I felt that.
You excited to be back in school? Or like, no, you still want summer to be here? You still want like a little bit more time or something? What's up?
A little bit.
A little bit. All right, well, at least you having a good first day, a good week, right? You have first good week almost over.
I guess.
I guess. All right. We'll hope for a better.
My man, first week was a little rocky. I heard about yesterday.
Oh. You want to share with the class? Do you want to share with the class what happened yesterday, Marcus? No? All right. Well,
I broke up with my girl.
You broke up with your girl? Wait a minute! You in like 4th grade.
He's a mogul now. He's doing
He's a
new
mogul
things.
now, so he's lost. So he gets girls and he dumps them. Why you break up with her? What's going on? Did she didn't do her homework? Well, shit, what happened?
I feel like she didn't care.
She didn't care about you. She wasn't on your level, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So you had to drop. I understand. The bag gotta come, you gotta drop those who gotta go. I understand. So welcome to 7. Because Marcus is right here, being a player, about to get a new girlfriend next week. How are you feeling today? How you been?
I'm doing excellent.
How was
I
your
can't
Labor Day
complain.
weekend?
It was busy, labor on Labor Day. It's a blessing.
Labor Day.
It's a blessing.
Yes, indeed. Well, I damn sure to go because that was my birthday. Shout out to everyone who came through.
Up.
Shout out to Lane. Shout out to Dreamer. Shout out to my whole team.
Hey.
Just a celebration. It's also still Virgo season. I got a couple birthday shout outs I'm gonna do. Do y'all have any birthdays like people?
God shout out Wifey.
Wifey.
September 19th. She a Virgo too.
Let's go.
My mom.
You don't know Virgos? Your mom?
Yes.
Yes. You not Virgo? Okay. Well, shout out to your grandma.
Rest in
Not
peace.
here anymore.
Well, still shout out to her. She was a Virgo.
Okay.
She was a Virgo.
Shout.
Everybody. Hey, yo. So, on my Facebook tip, Plain old D-Lo, the comedian. I love you, sis. Happy birthday. Shout out to you. Anderson Makia, happy birthday to you. Brittany Dixon and Marcus Jackson. Happy birthday to all my fellow Virgos. Turn up. It's the weekend, the pregame tonight. So go ahead and get started. I don't know if you guys heard on my Chitter Chat over the past Labor Day weekend, speaking of, Kevin Hart was in a major car accident, right? So he just had like a recovery surgery from 3 fractured like spine injuries, and he had to like do massive like recovery. He's gonna have to be in like physical therapy for months, and he got like 5 upcoming gigs on top of that, so work schedule is gonna be crazy. He got kids, a newborn of that, and so it's just like, yo, it's just crazy. You gotta be careful. Him and a dear friend of his was in the same car accident, but almost got the same injuries almost, and it's just very sad because he's very positive role model in the community, especially in the comedian field. And it's just like a split second. he could almost be paralyzed, but they expecting full recovery for him. So we just want to keep him in his prayer. But it's just scary because that's his spine. You know what I mean? It was like,
I know when I heard it, I was like, whoa, I didn't know it was that serious.
yeah. I found out late. I'm not even going to lie to you. I found out late because I was turning up. I do apologize. I'm slipping. But I got on and I was reading about it because he had just, like I said, recovery surgery not too long ago. But he's taking heavy medication. Like, the pain is too much to bear. Like, I don't know what he's on. And sometimes I believe in natural remedy, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. We just want to keep him in our prayers and just hope that he get a, like, quick recovery. Hopefully. Because I don't know how long the movie's going to hold out. Because, you know what I'm saying, they replace people quick, man. Hollywood, it's real petty. So we'll see. And then in other news, the Bahamas finally get relief from Hurricane Dorian. I don't know if, like, shout out to social media, just period. Because from the Popeyes chicken to the survival of the, like, hurricane relief, they made shit happen. Like, so shout out to everybody on social media because they kind of started this, like, viral message saying, hey, pray for Bahamas. Yeah. And doing like hashtags, and then mad donation from the Smile Trust Organization and Corporation. Just had massive, donation from people who was just tagging and sending them whatever the needs in Bahamas. But it's just so sad that it takes social media to get that type of attention. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, it's you being the businessman, and sometimes you need social media to push out that era. But think about that Amazon fire.
It's a gift and a curse.
Exactly. That Amazon fire that we had, like, for 2-3 weeks before they even reached out to military help. That was going on for a while, like, and then nobody did nothing. But Bahamas, like, it's a tropical place, it's a vacation spot. They probably want to save Bahamas. I don't know the real intention of people, starting that viral. Yeah. But thank God they did, because who knows how long it would have been till they got the relief or the help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk.
So,
they'd have been stranded.
Yeah, exactly. But we got to just do better as a whole country. Like, when we're in need or we have some type of business contribute with other countries, help them out, like, because people are like they needed help. They have no water, no food, no tissue, no nothing, like, just no
out here.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody that like I said, helped spread the word and gave that donation over the past weekend to the Bahamas Hurricane Dorian relief. So, woo. With that being said, we're going to go straight into the topic. It's talking about gentrification. The reason why I want to talk about gentrification today because it's happening everywhere. And it's not like just in particular one area. It's like happening in D.C., Baltimore, from New York, Chicago. Any, honestly, prominent urban area is happening to those people. And I want to definitely use this platform to talk about it because it's a social issue. Absolutely. And we, and what you got something to say, Marcus? You want to say something real quick?
I just learned about what this word means.
Yes.
I need help.
And we're going to educate you because people of your age have to learn what it is so you can be woke and share this information with other peers, like your friends. Okay? But yes, he did just learn what gentrification means. And it's beautiful because we have to, like I said, learn and know what's happening to our neighborhood and our community. So I want to break it down. I definitely want to get your opinion of it. Gotcha. And we're just going to just talk about it, have a discussion, no pressure, and it's going to be fun. All right? We're going to be like we in school, but we're not in school. All right? So so what is gentrification to you? What do you think, Seven? Like, how do you feel about gentrification, and like, what do it do to your community and your aspect or perspective?
To be honest, I'm actually still like rushing up on it myself. I seen a topic for the day and I was like, And then once I was, me and Chris was actually together, we were talking about, I was like, oh, yeah, that's happening right in my neighborhood. It's another gift and a curse, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You look at different areas like John Hopkins or just different places that's buying up all the land and pushing people out. But in some aspects, depending on people in the right situation, you might get a quick check, depending on if John Hopkins come and say they want to. But, of course, it's changing all the different areas. But me personally, it's my vision is kind of in gentrification because, like, my vision is really to try to build up Baltimore on the level of, like, a urban city of New York or something like that. And it's
like the Black Wall Street almost.
It's going to take a lot of redevelopment or rebranding to really make it happen. You can't really you're not going to see a lot of money going through certain areas right now and as torn down as they are. So in some aspects it's good, but at the same time it's like in different neighborhoods it's ripping up families and, making people kind of change their way of lifestyle. You might have been in the city over by down the hill, and now you out the county, and a townhome, and you're like, whoa,
right?
It's quiet.
That's not what you used to, right?
What you used to at all.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm all down for rebuilding and remodeling, but if it's going to be beneficial to our culture, I'm not with the whole process of us being moved out or shoved out or forced out, whatever you want to call it, and then replaced.
Absolutely.
And that's what gentrification basically is. Like, you get the wealthy money people, white people in most tents, and they come buy out your whole neighborhood and take the whole district, if you will, and it kind of conforms this like middle class standards, and you're like, lost. You like lost because you're like, I don't know what class I'm in. I'm trying to be middle class, but you're really in the lower class and poverty, and it's like they raised the rent on you, so you can't afford to even be a part of this city you lived in and you was born from. This is this is your town. You know what I mean? And it's just like you don't even recognize your own home anymore because everything you know is taken. And I think that's the sense of power that we lose as a people. And I think that's why it's important to talk about it. Because like you said, it's happening in your own neighborhood. You probably didn't even realize that was happening. All these abandoned homes been abandoned. That old town mall still is the old town mall that's never been repaired. But I'm pretty sure in the next couple of years it's going to be a whole new strip. Like, you know,
state of the art.
Exactly. Some statue there for no reason, just taking up space. Like, people still are out of their homes and out of school, and it's like, what happened to those people? So we want to get all into it, but it's basically kind of like migration in a sense, what they did to us when we were slaves, and they kind of put us all on the boat and it's like, hey, we're shipping you out to the white American, and then it was like a false fairy tale, and we got sold and became formed to slaves. But yeah, it's the opposite in the white version. Like, they taking over our land powerfully by money now, because now they own everything.
New slaves.
Yeah, so it's very frustrating because it increased attraction of wealth, and it increased like higher incomes. You get a higher property tax. Your neighborhood and your city turns into Starbucks and Chick-fil-A's, and
you can't afford that neighborhood
and,
anymore.
and it's like, where do we go? So where do the people the families, and where the schools, like I said, that I mentioned earlier, what happened to those people when they get shoved out? When they're like, hey, your rent going up $500 extra, you going to kick out, or you got to kick out? You know what I mean? So what would you do? Where would you go? You know what I mean? There's nothing, no shelters planned, no like backup plan. People are forced to live with their loved ones or get moved out to the county. It's scary. You got kids?
Yep. I got 3 kids.
Got 3 kids.
Yep. All babies, but 1 and 2 and 9. Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
Okay, and you from here?
Yep, west side of Baltimore.
Okay.
So, I mean, I really don't want to be in the county. I mean, first of all, it's too far. I like city living. Get close, different areas. You go west side, cool. You go east side, cool. Once you add the county in, you add another 15 minutes. It's quiet.
Yeah.
You can't do the same thing.
So you would say that your county is gentrified, like?
I mean, I guess that's really the only place to go. A lot of things I hear about, you get a couple dollars to buy out your property, you're probably gonna get a spot out Randallstown.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you're lucky.
But would you rather, like, if somebody came to you right now and tried to buy out your whole block, would you move? Or would you stand your ground and try to buy out your neighborhood? Because that's where you from. Maybe that's where you want your kids to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's deeper than that.
Yeah, you're right.
So if you was put in that position, and like, are you renting or are you owning?
I ain't gonna lie. I think I would try to hold on to my spot.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's memories.
Exactly.
It's property. It's an asset.
Right.
Values.
Right.
You know, school I went to as a kid, right around the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll probably hold on to it. Try to anyway, unless the price is right.
Don't sell out.
I gotta keep it 100.
I feel that. I feel that too. I ain't even mad at you. What you think, Marcus? If somebody came and was like, "Hey, Marcus, you and your mom gonna have to get out of here, and we're gonna have to move you guys out because just can't afford to live here anymore," how would you feel? How would you feel to, like, you knew this place all your life? This is all your friends here, all your dance buddies, your classmates, your mogul buddies, everyone's here. How would you feel?
I'll probably feel frustrated
Right.
and start. When I get frustrated at people, I start to think of ways how I can just make them mad for some reason.
Well, that's not positive, Marcus. You have to find solutions, okay? Because anger, fire with fire is going to make more disaster, right? Can't get an eye for an eye. Sometimes we have to learn and figure out what's the best solution for both parties and have a compromise. So it could be a win-win.
But I know what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
So I would probably ask my mom if she could keep the house so she could buy out what they're trying to buy. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know, because I think I would have to use my money, but I don't think my mom would allow that. 'Cause,
That's sweet, Marcus. You're always trying to help your mom. That's you should. As you should. Learn from this guy, man. He's got it. But I think it sucks, honestly, because we kind of put in a position of powerless, and because sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Like, this is all I can afford, and there's no way you can make a miracle or money just fall from trees as we wish. You know what I mean? So, it just affects the whole community. It involves, like, transformation and investing in. It's probably, like I said, the poor community. I don't ever see gentrification happening to white communities.
There's a reason for that. Let me jump in.
Yes, Diamond. There's
All
a
right,
reason.
So y'all looking at it from one perspective. Let's look
Okay.
at it from another perspective. Let's look at a bad neighborhood. We got abandoned housing. We got a criminal element. You know what I mean? Little man's walking through. It's not the best. It's not the most sightly. It's a lot of trash on the ground, right? So as an investor, you look at that and you see anything. Like when you talk about flipping houses, you see a house that's maybe run down, maybe you can do some repairs and maybe you can fix it up and you can sell it or rent it out.
Right.
So from an investment standpoint of a company, they look at an entire area and say, we can fix up this entire area. And that's going to raise the property value.
Right.
It is, because we fixing it up. We putting in new buildings. We laying down grass. We planting trees. We making it look better.
Right.
Right. So what sense would that make to now turn it back over to the people that just messed it up in their mind? I'm talking about in the mindset of the investor.
Okay.
Right. So we had one neighborhood and now we turn to another neighborhood. The property value has been raised, so therefore the prices do have to be higher. We can't maybe not have Section 8 in this area because we done put in, that's not going to cover the bills for the area. So is it better to leave the community messed up?
No. What I'm saying is the same money they are putting in to fix it up, they can invest with those families.
Why?
Because they the one who built the community.
Right. No, you mean now? I want you to look at this as the four of us got a lot of money to invest.
Okay.
Okay. Which means we want to make money. Which means So I understand they live there. I feel you. I understand.
Right.
That. However, let's look at how it looks right now.
Okay.
Okay. We got $3 million that we can flip. Right?
Right.
He need to go to school. You got some stuff you want to do. He got some stuff he want to do. He got 3 kids.
I got
you know what I'm saying? I got Iggy right here. Right? So we trying to figure out how can we turn this $3 million into $20 million. And in order to do that, we want to try to make the property value as high as we can. I'm looking at it from the perspective of us as investing money.
Yeah.
So we say we take a bad neighborhood. We take the old Murphy Homes or somewhere in Park Heights, right? And we want to fix it up. So we're not going to want a recovery center there or a methadone clinic.
Yeah.
We're not going to want that. Why? Why we not going to want it? I mean, because it's going to lower our property value.
Right.
That's their perspective.
Crazy. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they make they only trying to make money. It's not like they're like, you know what? We want all the black people gone. They ain't even thinking about that heavy. They don't even care. If it was a messed up white neighborhood, they would do the same thing.
But you don't see No,
you don't know about it, but it happens.
Okay,
it happens.
Yes,
and it's just that we talk about it. Now, if we want to do something about it, that means all we gotta do is get our money up and buy into it.
We gotta own
that means
it.
It's not gonna cost $75 no more because it costs more now. So if we can sit around and talk, oh my God, it's so terrible they moved us out. Or we can get our money together and buy up property.
Yeah, buy a neighborhood back. I definitely agree about buying our
neighborhood.
All about but the
money.
Same abandoned homes that they pushing people out, if they like want to like, all right, let's say I have my own house and they run up my rent and I gotta move out. At least have housing for me to go to. You're gonna push me out my neighborhood with the abandoned homes. You know what I'm saying? Have some type of program.
I just want us to stop having the what can they do for us, or what I call a victim mentality.
Okay.
We need to be not reactive, but we need to be proactive.
I feel that.
We need to get our own stuff.
I feel that too.
Because the stuff they're going to give us going to be messed up.
That's true
it
too.
Ain't gonna be, it might be worse than where we just left from.
Yeah.
We gotta look out for each other.
That's true too.
Real talk. I feel like what they're giving us right now got us all backed up.
Yeah, facts.
That's what's splitting the family up.
So, what I think is that sometimes a lot of people look at what's happening to their people and don't look at what's happening to other people, because they look at what's happening, all the bad stuff that's been happening to their people, but when they don't, sometimes they don't look at the things that's happening to the wealthy people. Because what he just said was true. It was part of it was true. Because
what part wasn't true? What part was true? Some of it was true, some of it wasn't true. I don't know. Go ahead, Marcus.
So I do think that those people do think like that, because it makes sense, but they're making sense out of it the wrong way.
Yeah, from their perspective. Yeah, and like Diamond had a great point from an investor standpoint, because they are looking at the money, and I'm thinking about the citizen standpoint. 'Cause I'm thinking about the people. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be some type of like pull teeth and agreement to disagree. But the gentrification accelerated by 20% since 2000. So that's no question there of what's happening still to our communities, and it's getting worse. And I'm just like, what is happening now that made it skyrocket jumping? Like, is everybody just jumping off the boat or off the mountains? Like, what's happening to our country? Like, it's crazy. That too. Yeah.
Mom, you need to get in here and sit on one of these mics. I'm serious.
Shout out to Mike. But yeah, she said technology. I know y'all didn't hear her, but that's definitely a great point, because that helped move and create different opportunities, more job opportunities, a safer environment, like Dom was saying, like less, drugs and, violence, just gun control, maybe in a sense, just everything. But far as the schools being shut down, how does that help the students? How does that help the kids? Why are we having combined high school? Like, there's like probably 3 or 4 high school in one building right now. And you don't know what floor you on. It's just like too much. Less resources and help, I feel like. So is gentrification really helping us or hurting us as a people? I don't know. I feel like it's pros and cons with everything. What you gonna say, Seven? Go ahead, Seven.
All right, so just kind of developing this brand, it's been kind of teaching me a lot of things, and I feel like how you were saying, it's pros and cons. I don't know. I've been kind of trying to develop, and I think that this whole gentrification thing is kind of a gift in disguise.
Okay.
Because it's like when he touched on a lot of stuff that made me think like, wow. It's like really what they really making happen is for everybody to develop that mogul mentality. And I hate to do a shameless plug.
No, go ahead.
But
that's true too.
What I kind of feel like is, what I've been saying is that you have to turn your challenges into opportunities. You know what I mean? You have to really look at, like you said, pros and cons. Really don't even see the cons. That's how I've been trying to really develop, like, because the con is really just the opportunity. Because, I mean, you look at it, it's like this is something that's bad in the system. But if you can develop and learn from that bad in the system, now you get 2 more pros. You know, eventually you like, all right, yeah, I seen that, but I developed from that. Oh, yeah, they took my old neighborhood, but what I had to do is I worked 2 jobs and I did what I had to do to kind of push back. And man, now I'm not where I was at, but I'm right down the street. You feel me? And my place look better. Right. Nice clean neighborhood. I walk down the street. They actually got a Starbucks where I'm at now.
Right.
You know?
I'm up, yo.
I came up.
That definitely was.
That's funny. Yeah, but like you said, there definitely are pros and cons to gentrification. Like some of the pros, like I said, are, like you said, job opportunities, housing opportunity, just safety, cleaner. It just feels like the birds are chirping and not getting shot. Like you feel like it's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. If you ever remember that show, you feel like that.
And you know what?
That's a classic
example too.
What?
Mondawmin Mall.
Oh yeah, it changed like 500 times. I heard. I'm not even from here, and I heard it changed that many times. That's crazy.
From the first what it was and what it is now, it's like, yo.
Crazy, and it's still changing. It's still remodeling every year. So, but the cons is like cultural landmarks. I don't want people to forget where they come from. Like you said, growing up in the urban community, we have the famous barbershop that everybody come out and cook out with and just fellowship. Or we have, you know, just block parties to the end of life. Or we have this famous statue. Or, you know, in D.C., they made the go-go store. You know what I'm talking about. The store stopped playing go-go. They was famous and known for doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? That was a culture thing.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So it's just like, I don't want people, that, especially our youth, not even knowing that, losing their that niche. That you gotta have something to bounce back to. My bad, Marcus. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think people only forget where they come from if they weren't there for a while. And people don't remember things if they weren't in there for a while. So, like, if you weren't single for so long, you sometimes will forget that you were single for a little while.
God, I get jump back in it. Right. I got you. I understand what you're saying.
Like,
Just get stuck in your ways.
yeah.
I understand.
So,
Yeah, a whole counselor. Like, I'm gonna have to get some tips from you,
Is
Marcus.
that what you told her,
somebody
Mark?
at my school said I should be a motivational speaker.
You should.
Hey.
And you keep writing, and you keep doing what you're doing, be a mogul, you're going to be a boss. But sometimes even gentrification brings the property down. Like, and I didn't even know that till I read about that. Like, sometimes they do franchise stores or new brands, like brand name, just brandings for stores around the community, and people can't afford their markets, and the property value still be poorer than it already was. So that was kind of interesting to me to find that out. Of course, raising the rent and the mortgage just comes with the territory, but it's important to, like Diamond said, own and buy back the neighborhood, get involved into the town hall meetings. I think that's the main thing us as a culture do not do. Like, you might have your old granny in there, but the young folks is not in there. The people who own their stuff or trying to rent to own is not in the meetings and don't know what's going on, don't know the politician, and people and don't want to know. Exactly. And then be wondering, oh, what's happening? What's going on? They're taking over our city. Like, no, get involved. Be involved. And you'll know. Like, be proactive, like they were saying. So, and I just think it has to be some type of prevention. As like, would there ever be an end to gentrification? Would there ever be, like, a stop? Do you think so?
Sound like recycling to me.
That's deep, because my shorty was just like, every like 30 years they kind of rushing and do gentrification, and then I don't know if we kind of sneak back into the neighborhood, the value drops somehow. Like,
we getting in the party.
I don't know what happens within those 30 years, but then they recycle and do it all over again. Go ahead, Mark.
So I was listening, and I just.
Okay, go ahead, Marcus. Cause that was good. Go ahead.
I just thought, like, nobody does recycle though.
Hey, yo.
You look at how much people recycle, it's not a lot. Because I don't really recycle.
You should recycle, because we recycle as human beings, but we die, return to like. Oh, that's kind of deep. I don't want to get too deep. All right, so, but we need recycle so we can reuse and save plants and trees and air, oxygen, rain, all that stuff. It's in science. Just look in these science class, you're going to understand why we recycle. But it's important. Trust me, it's important.
And people are going to destroy this world because they don't.
If we let them, that's why we got to save the world, Marcus, and be conscious, be woke, and spread the word. You got to, you know what I'm saying, be a messenger. On the missionary. All right, you got it. So, I feel like just talked the whole lot of life. But do you think gentrification will ever end? Like, do you think it was just like ever be a stop, or you think it's going to continue in different cities? It's going to probably hit Alabama next. Where it's going to go? To Cali. I think California is is next for real. They probably the next one. Chicago are getting hit. New York got hit. We getting hit. I'm not from here. DC already got hit. That's where I'm basically from. But yeah.
Where else you from?
I'm from PG. I'm like born and raised in PG, but I've been living out here for 10 plus years. So I love Baltimore too. So I definitely went to Morgan. Yes.
Yeah, I went to Morgan for
a
a while.
Morgan.
I went from 06 to 2011.
Yeah, I graduated 2014.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. You too, brother. But yeah, so I think it can though. Honestly, if we all work together and know our neighbors, like get back to the old traditional ways when we knew everybody on the block, we hardly talk.
Stick together.
Yeah, we don't stick together enough, and every other nationality does it but us. So we need to stick together as a culture. Get to know who's in charge of the communities. Get to know like anybody who got a shareholder, anything. You are an owner. Like you have a say, you have a voice, you have a vote. You know what I mean? A lot of people take that part for granted in itself. So you have a say, and that's powerful. You can get to, if you can save your neighborhood, save it, man. It's important, not only for you, but for the future behind you. You know what I mean? So that's definitely my tips on gentrification. Own your stuff, have money, get the Black Wall Street back up. You know what I mean? I like that, man. I love the Black Panther movement, the Black Wall Street movement. It's definitely inspiring. I definitely see more Black people getting back into the motivation of investing into their own market. Speaking of that, we about to get into who up next, because little Marcus, okay, all right, in 7 City is up next, and you are in the house. All right, so we're going to talk about, first of all, your brand. All right, I've been seeing it nonstop. This highlight green is everywhere, okay? It was taking me back to my school days, welcome back to school with this headband. What does it say? For mobile only too? Everything. I just love it. How did you even get Marcus on your like team? I know he's doing the kid size, right? That's why He on the team. What's going on?
He hit me.
Did
He
you
was
start
like-
it up, Mark? What's going on, Mark?
I just remember my mom just telling me this, and she asked me if I wanted to, and I said yeah, and then
This man don't say no to anything. Trust me. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't say, well, not saying like that. That probably sounds crazy. But that probably sound crazy. I meant like activity-wise, positive, dancing, model, things of that nature. I got you, Ma. I got you.
But Mark,
All right. Yeah, I had to straighten it out.
Mom, I'm serious. If you don't get over here with the mic.
that wasn't what happened, Mark. That's not what
Tell
happened.
the story.
It wasn't what happened?
What happened?
So look, right?
All right.
I was chilling. Mark called me. He said, "Yo, I see you been doing a lot of mogul drip lately, and I'm the biggest young mogul you know. Why you ain't get me right yet?"
Facts.
I said, "Yo, Mark, pull up. I'm gonna get you tight." He came through.
Yeah.
We did the photo shoot.
Hey.
We got it in. We've been locked in ever since.
That's right. Pull up on the kid. That's how you do it. Yeah. Come up. Use me. I'm going to get the street popping and we going to be lit. That's how you do it. All right. So shout out to you for being the boss, because that's what boss do. Make boss moves. Okay. So how long have you been designing and like creating this clothing brand? A little history background.
Actually, so everything I do designer-wise kind of spend off of just my desire to be an entrepreneur. So I've been doing design and like making shirts for probably about a little bit over 3 years. It started with just because I go by 7, so I have like a logo and brand for that too. So it started with that, and at the time I was in Atlanta, and I had a couple people buying it, and I had the manufacturing company, which was Success Breed Envy. And a lot of people I had for moguls only on it, and everybody just kept taking to it for moguls on. I like the way that sound. And that was like the sidebar, but everybody just kept saying, I like that. So I was like, and then I developed a print. I don't know if you've probably seen it, but like it's like a certain little monogram print that we do. And after that, it was a lot.
Yeah, and I like the guy you have it with the bush.
Yeah, Drippy Man.
Drippy Man. That's his name?
Yeah, that's the Drippy Man.
Drippy Man. He be dripping with the dollar sign in his face. I like it. Like,
Yeah, that's the mascot.
Okay.
That's the lifestyle,
Okay, so where did that even spin from? Like, did you draw that yourself, or?
Yeah, it kind of developed like most of the brands do. So originally it was just like kind of a two-tone type of thing with just a fro and a dollar sign, just to kind of just to identify you with look good, feel good. Or
Okay.
Just to, all that
Urban
shit is
expression.
money.
Exactly.
Or, just kind of like social growth, because the biggest thing is, they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, really, your monetary is kind of really saying who you are.
Okay.
So it's kind of like just kind of giving you the mentality to just bring yourself up a little bit, feel like money.
Yeah.
That way, you feel like money, you move like money, you're going to make some money.
Hold on. I didn't know what his name was called.
You didn't know about the Drippy Man?
I knew. I just learned that a few days ago. My mom told me something.
It's
and
Drippy Man. You gotta
How
do a
you
song
feel-
now.
How you feel about the Drippy Man?
Drip, drip.
Hey.
Drip, drip.
Hey, you dripping.
Hey, drip. That's my man. So, like, what inspired you to even call it for moguls only? Because I feel like a lot of people don't even use the term moguls. There used to be a time where that was like a whole trend. Like, everybody wants to be a mogul. Like, you was the hottest celebrity if you was a mogul, like, because you just doing a whole bunch of like crap on your belt, like you got a lot of titles, you feel me? So I feel like that's inspiring to even have a black designer, you know what I'm saying, encouraging that to our community and our culture. So like, give me the background story of that, like that inspiration of that name.
So a lot of things is just a testimony to the grind. Just me personally, I think over everything, the biggest purpose for me is just to spread that positivity across the board and just really not let, like, I say your brother's keeper, just not let anybody around me garner any of the, because honestly, it's already spread like wildfire. So I feel like as a freedom fighter, I have to just kind of just keep fighting you with positivity, or not. I don't even say positivity, more so just the overcome, the perseverance, because it's gonna be hard times. You got your yin and your yang, but it's like if it was raining here right now, I could shut down or I could keep doing my interview.
Yeah, no, the show ain't gonna stop though. So
what
that's the one thing that everybody got. The show must go on. The camera's gonna keep rolling, shorty. So you gotta be ready, stay ready, like all times. Like that's
24.
the whole point of being the entrepreneur. I think that's the point. Like a lot of people don't want. Like they want the flame and the money and the success, but not the hard work.
They ain't got that mentality.
Sometimes I be guilty. I be lazy sometimes, but like, nah, snap out. Let's go. Let's grind. Like, you got to push yourself. Everybody falls short sometimes, but push out of that because it's only temporary. Because what you want, your dream, is a very long-term goals. Like, it can really, you probably been thinking about this, like you said, for years. And now look at you. You got a whole design page. Like, you got, like, I seen the model with the baby suit. I was like, oh, are you thinking about doing fashion shows or anything like that?
We did one back in what was it?
That's
March,
crazy.
up in Philly. So we have like shout out to everybody in Philly if anybody watching.
Shout out to
Way
Philly.
Down. We got a whole network out there from that fashion show, and yeah, we're gonna definitely do some stuff and from our own brand because sometimes you gotta do it yourself just to kind of show them how you would do it. So,
okay.
We got some crazy things in the work as far as that.
Okay, so you doing it in Philly, you not like doing it out here, or you trying to do
no,
it like
no,
a tour?
Yeah, we gonna,
oh, it's like a little tour.
Yeah, we're gonna do here. We're gonna do Philly. We're gonna do New York.
Okay.
We're gonna do LA.
For Moguls Only tour. Get
ready.
ready, starring Marcus.
That sounds deep. That
Oh yeah, we need to do a full Moguls Only tour or something.
Ready?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Hey.
Yeah, you gotta come out first. Your Marcus gonna dance out that joint with the move on and with the shorts on. Yeah, get a little fanny pack. You gonna be got the Ray-Bans on? What you saying? Oh, that's right. Crazy stuff.
Gets it in.
Yeah. So what about like a store? Cause I know you on the website right now. Have you ever thought about having your own store, maybe in Philly?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Next year, coming soon.
What I did decide is we're not gonna do the. Well, maybe, but I think that the
What's
first
your
store
thoughts?
is actually going to be a For Moguls Only store. It's not going to be like For Moguls Only
Okay.
another store. I feel like that's going to be, I don't know, maybe I could. I don't think about it.
What are you thinking about? Talk to in the house.
I
We're
don't wanna-
here to like sort out any confusion.
Yeah, let's chat about it. I mean, I don't know why. I just feel like our first store should be our own store. I feel like
that's
putting it
very
in some
key.
other store is going to
Getting the
kind
brand.
of depreciate it a little bit.
Exactly. And then network from there. What other like things you had in mind that's like deferring you from that decision?
Just the time, like it's so much easy. That's basically just consignment. So I could do that tomorrow. I can walk up to a store and hey, I got a couple units. Let's do consignment. Come on with a deal. It'd be done.
Yeah.
The store is a little harder.
Just do it like Nike. The store is hard because you got the building, you got the lights, you got the whole, rent, and merchandise, exactly, shipment. I know that comes with it.
Absolutely.
So co-workers, you gotta hire people, fire people. They might steal one off the plug, take them for mobile hat. We don't know what might happen.
They got the shipments. You got the FMO shipment on the low?
Yo, do you deliver? No.
I'm losing units.
I wouldn't be the one to fire people.
Uh-oh.
I really do.
We got the right one for the job.
Yo, that's what's up. No game. I want to be the one to get to fire everyone. I just want to put that out there. That's my job. Shout out to you, Marcus. But just like I understand that is like a big step, but I think having both is a key to success. But I think a lot of people go with online because, like you said, it's less hassle and it's kind of sometimes more money because everyone's online nowadays. People are hardly going to the store if they're going to your store. So if you feel like it's more successful online, then by all means, go trademark, baby. Like go all the way worldwide stream, whatever you need to do in other countries. I don't even know how that works, but do it. You know what I mean?
I definitely know that the store, because it's a lifestyle brand, like the store would just it would just grow so much because certain people that just want to be amongst the energy, just being in the energy field. So I'm a
even like getting celebrities, like one celebrity have a hat on or like a shirt.
Yeah,
that could trend off. You know what I mean? Like social media, like I said, is powerful. That's trending off right now. So I think it's very, whatever you set your mind to, anything is possible. That's for anybody out there who got any type of dream. Real rap. You or Marcus. Any new design that you think about coming out with? Like any, like, are you going? Yeah. Do you want to keep the full mogul only, or do you want to do something different? Maybe a different style. Or no?
I'm gonna stick with so basically. I don't know. I just always got ideas, so it's like so many ideas that I haven't launched yet. So I know that the longevity of Moguls Only is deep. But I would say is this fall we're gonna switch up the game, and we're gonna be doing like this MPs but big, and it's gonna be like the varsity style feel where you kind of feel a carpet. It's called Chanel, but it's like a kind of, you know what I'm talking about, like the varsity where you can kind of feel it.
Yeah, like the sweater almost, like Velcro.
Like if you had on like a varsity, like a Letterman jacket.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
College.
What does the M stand for? Because I wasn't told.
Moguls, right?
That's Moguls.
Hey.
Oh. Okay.
Marcus, what do you want to do when you get older? Yeah, it's not Marcus.
But when you wear it,
it's whatever you want to be.
Whatever you want it to be, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
For Marcus only.
Hey. I like that right there. That kind of have a little ring to it. So, Marcus, what you want to do when you get a little older? Do you got any plans?
Sound like I heard a spinoff.
Goals? You got a whole lot of talent, and the city is watching you. So, let's talk about Marcus real quick.
I do, for some reason, I was listening to you guys earlier, and I heard you guys talking about people and remodeling things and pushing other people out.
Yeah, gentrification.
I would not do the same thing, but I would want to remodel things to make it better for everybody else to live in a
Definitely.
place that's a better, but not change every little detail about it. I would still let it be loud because
right, that's the culture, right?
Y'all, if you take away the culture, you're not taking away the person, but you're taking away the way that they live and what they're used to, and it's hard to change what you already have.
Yeah. Change is a hard adjustment, but sometimes change is good and it's necessary. Sometimes just what's not broken don't need to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta know when to change and how to move. But you can always be adaptable and assess the situation as your own best interest. Given that time, but you'll know because you're very smart, and you'll play your role as we should.
Oh, okay. My mom told me to say this.
No, you're not supposed to say that.
It's okay. Go ahead. What mama said?
Boy. You are your mom. You are your business. Promote yourself.
All right. So, my name is Marcus, as you know. I'm 9 years old, and I'm trying to make a way for myself and make sure I'm known. So, basically, I am the brand ambassador for Four Moguls Only for the kids. Yeah. And I basically want them to feel special because, kids aren't always known. Mostly it's the adults, but I want kids to
kids in the spotlight, man. Y'all the future. Y'all the world, man. Like, without y'all, we wouldn't be having, too much to live for. We do everything for y'all. But, continue. I just want you to know that.
I know that people care about, a lot of people care about kids, but they don't really always get the spotlight how grown-ups do.
I feel that.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
I'm saying that you've seen a grown-up on almost every TV show that you can possibly say.
Yeah.
But you can't say that you've seen a kid in every TV show. And I'm not saying that's a problem because sometimes kids aren't supposed to be in every TV show.
Yeah.
But, like, even some kids aren't in TV shows that they can be in.
Right. So we need to have a little more spotlight on the kids. I definitely agree because you guys are one of a kind. You are special beings, and you're going to be just everything. So I cannot wait to see you grow and watch you continue to be a great success that you already are. You could sing, you could dance, you a model, you a whole ambassador. Like, you know how hard it is to be somebody ambassador? That's lit. Like, you lit. That's bread, bro. Keep that motivation.
What's wrong?
He's so concerned. Like, I love the relationship he has with his mother. It's so beautiful. It is like one of a kind. I want to talk about your music real quick, Seven.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Stanton.
Hey, my guy.
Hey, Stan Kid.
It was your first NBA.
Yes, it was actually.
Hey, shout out to you, man, from in the house from Marcus. All right. We want to get into your music real quick because I didn't even know that you did music until you sent me a couple of tracks. You got to listen to Set It Off, and then you got this other one too. I think it's Diesel, is it called? And first of all, do you have any EPs or mixtape out that people could go and listen to? Because those two tracks is already fire. So I already want to know where's the rest of the music.
The first two tracks I sent you, those two tracks was off of a project I dropped maybe about 2 years ago called Finding Seven. And then I got a new single. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just re-release it. So in the next month or so, the whole project will be back on iTunes with some new music as well.
Okay, so you are working on something.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, can we get like a sneak peek name or when it's coming out?
I think I sent you, it's called For the Cash.
Okay, For the Cash.
And it has PDM, Peso de Mafia Perp on there.
Okay.
And we shot the video the other day. Came out real great.
Okay,
So,
video clip.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Is that dropping out soon?
Yep, it should be ready in the next, I'll say 7 to 10 days.
At 7, seven is that number. You hear me?
Hey.
Why you like 7 so much? What's the background on that?
So the background on 7 is it kind of, all right. So when I got serious about rap, actually was after my first Sour Diesel situation.
Okay.
I wrote a song after I finally got myself situated when 7 cities in 7 days severed all my selfish ways. And like the next 3 songs I wrote all went 7 cities, 7 cities, 7 cities. I'm like, yo, at the time I really didn't like the name I was using because it felt forced. And I was like, dang, I feel like this is a sign from God, like this is the name. And then I spelled it out like different because I just gotta be different. Like I can't really everything I do gotta have a meaning. Like I don't just do nothing without a meaning. Like I'm not just out here just living purpose with no meaning, no fulfillment. So. Once I wrote it out, did it different, came up with a feel for it. Like for me, 7 City mean Baltimore. It's like the stride that I'm going to put in the Baltimore to just trying to shock it into just a little bit. I feel like we have great talent. We just missing the networking stream.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
It's way lit in the city as far as talent. Like, it's so many people I got to do. Shout out to Truth, shout out to EJ, shout out to, like, mad people that just introduced me to multiple people. And it's like, yo, we gotta stick together and just put each other on. That's why I'll reach out to everyone on this platform. I try to do it for the culture as much as I can, as best as I can, and make sure people get their spotlight, especially the youth, especially like people like you that just want to be from here and like support one another and push each other to be greater. That's what it's all about. So I definitely support that. But yeah, keep pushing. Like keep doing that. Like that sounds like a whole movement. Like, you know what I mean? So any like shows that you're gonna like be coming up soon? I know you like probably getting your feet back into it because you've been so focused and grinding, but you are expecting another music
Absolutely.
EP to drop,
Absolutely.
right? So, do you plan on getting back into the show gig, or maybe do a tour, maybe do
You know
some
the
open
funniest
mics?
part about it, like,
You
on
gonna
my,
do
you know how
shows?
Facebook had no, I was killing the show. You know how Facebook had the memories. It's like all these memories
They
keep
make
coming
you
back.
feel so old. I hate that.
Oh my goodness. So I decided I'm definitely gonna do a show before the end of this year. So it's like, what is August now? So if you don't hear anything,
It's September, bro.
Oh, September.
We in September,
Dang.
baby. Hey, Donna, can we get a beat? You got time for a beat?
Hold
Alright,
on,
cool.
hold on.
You got what?
Hold on.
What's up?
Oh, I just forgot what I was going to say.
It's alright. We're gonna bring it back. But so you said you're gonna get back into shows and then
Yeah. Before the end of the year, I normally like to promote at least 3 months, so it's crunch time. I got about 30 days to start developing what the show's gonna be
Okay.
and launching, because I don't like to do it last minute. It gotta be, I need at least 60 days to promote.
Alright, cool. So give out your website for your clothing so where people can go like shop for Mogul Only
Yeah.
brand. Especially please support this man. I definitely need a hat, a shirt, something.
Got
so
you.
I gotta DM you.
I want to bring you something today.
It's all good. You can definitely. So we're gonna work that out. Your IG, any music platform, like I
Okay.
said, go ahead, give it out.
All right.
Hold on. I
Go
think
ahead.
I know. I think I know what I was saying. So I was about to say, black people sometimes that come from here aren't known sometimes because they don't really try. And when you don't try, you don't get where you want. That's why a lot of people that come from here aren't known because they don't try.
Sometimes people are known, but some people just don't support, and that's a lot
That
of people
is
from.
true.
Yeah.
That
So-
is true.
You know, but go ahead, bro.
7 City is my social media handle. The number 7 VENCITY. For Moguls Only, if you want to follow the brand, is for Moguls Only on Instagram. Everything's spelled regular. And then for anything on website, if you want to purchase some merch or get anything, that is fmobrand.com.
Hey, Dami, you ready? Yeah, we good. So we're gonna have a little freestyle.
Hey,
I mean, we gonna like harmonize in there. I know you gonna jump in there, Marcus.
Hey.
Oh, Wayne.
Okay, I'm past dope, still sipping. Shorty shake time, we still tipping. Hold up, you should know what they bout. Shorty, you can roll up or roll out. Somebody hold on the whole out. She already know it's the K route. She already know this one if I can't flow be the main reason most K bout. All the reason I poke her. Long hair so I stroke her. Tuck the deuce, now her man wow. Say she tired of that joker. Red hair's all in my loud pack. Blonde hair on my red bone. Past gone so I'm fast though. Ooh, hey, let me get it back.
Oh,
Hey,
round two, go.
yeah, check me out. I'm in this. Oh,
Okay.
hey, it's 7 City for Moguls Only. Got it in the jungle. I get it only. A real nigga.
It's all good. Shout out. Coming through in the house. Hey, birds. That was your little. I heard that pitch, man. I heard that. Hey, shout out to you. Oh, okay. I thought you shot at the Michael Jackson. Alright, so shout out
But
to
I can
everybody.
still hit that. Yeah, I'm
I saw that. And shout out to everybody. Tune in to In The House Song Show. I'm your girl, Lady Merc. This is Marcus, the entrepreneur band.
What is the entrepreneur? Because I didn't know what that is.
Entrepreneur is a boss, like a person who take care of his all
I
his
have-
business.
I don't know.
Got little mini me's under his belt, and just making moves for himself. Make sure he's successful. No more broke days. You feel me? Shout out to 7 City
Hey.
for Mogul Only, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through.
We appreciate having us.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune in next week on In The House Talk Show. Peace, Lady Merch.